On this week's episode of Mike's Custom Works, Mike drinks a beer, truck sits pretty, and my neighbors park all over the street. So, what we're doing? Well, I finally got the truck back from the shop. I think in my last episode I was telling you about the truck had to go in for an inspection because you know, it's that time of the month. You know, DMV wants their cut and they want to make sure that, you know, the vehicle's safe on the road, even though most of the cars on the road aren't safe, especially the idiots that are behind the wheel. On the way they don't inspect people, nobody will ever listen to me. Trust me. Ow. I just walked into my mirror. See, maybe I shouldn't be on the road. I walked into my mirror on my other truck. Anyway, so as you're looking at the side of the body, that was from the Cora seal that I put on. So it actually turned all the rust on there black, which is nice. Now what's funny is the paint's supposed to be clear on the paint, but apparently that's not 100% true. Now I don't know if that's because my paint is old and probably a lot of the rust and shit got smeared all over the paint, and that's why it looks like it has like a yellowish tinge to it, which it does. Not 100% sure. But we're going to do a little more sanding today. We're going to start hitting all the different spots and start sanding them. I'll show you a couple other things. Those are the rims that I painted white. I have to go up and touch them. These are the new tires I put on, or I had put on, but the shop made a mistake and they put them on backwards. They put the white walls facing the inside. Took me a couple days to mellow out and not go off the deep end. It's very aggravating when you spend money on white walls and somebody absent-mindedly does it. Tried to get it fixed at the time, but they're really busy and it's a long story. But anyway, the truck's got to go in for an oil change soon, and the owner of the shop said that you know, he'll fix it and won't charge me, so that's a plus on that side. So let's see. Well, we have a new bearing seal on the front end. Okay. Now, as we crawl underneath, it's kind of hard to see, but I needed new pads and rotors. You have a little bit of, there's something right over there, it's hard to see, that's new. A couple new parts. You can see the white walls on the inside because I haven't cleaned them yet, so obviously they're that color. The underside's going to definitely need some brush work to brush off a lot of this rust, obviously. So I can get this stuff cleaned up and get some nice undercoating going on underneath it. What else did I have done to it? Oh, it also got a new radiator too. I'll show you that. Also got, I think, a headlight bulb or some shit, or a new headlight lens. Gotta move my beer. I don't want beer on my motor. And eventually I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my air intake too. Alrighty, so the radiator, or as some of you people call it, radiator, is down there. Now remember, it was leaking out kind of halfway down. Well, this is the new aluminum radiator that I had them put in. I didn't have them go for a steel radiator with steel components. I went for the extra $1, a few dollars more for an aluminum radiator, which is better for these engines, keeps them a lot cooler, and also lasts a lot longer, which is a plus side. They did nothing else to the inside, nothing else to the inner workings. She's still a rusted old engine. Now the coolant stays in, it doesn't leak, and she runs really nice. I got to definitely clean up the wiring and clean up a lot of stuff, obviously, in here. I was going to buy a new air intake, but the new air intake for this that I was looking at, that was chrome, that said Chevy on it, it was really beautiful. Doesn't have this on it at all. It just has the open filters on it, which is kind of an interesting one because back there you can see there's a breather hose. And honestly, if you're trying to do a low budget restoration project, the easiest thing to really do is take this all apart, sand it down, prime it, paint it with engine paint so it can handle the heat, put a high gloss enamel on it, and that's it. And actually you'll get more people going, wow, I remember those from back then, not, oh wow, look, another chrome intake that somebody spent $80 on to make it look better. Don't do that. All said and done, for the 2 rotors, the 2 brake pads, a couple light bulbs, radiator, the labor was about $1,100. So it's a big chunk of change when you do a restoration, you know, low budget restoration, but you know, it's sometimes you got to spend a little money to get it safe and accessibly drivable. But it didn't need anything else other than just miscellaneous stupid shit. So I'm going to go back to sanding. We're going to start going from front to back. The exhaust system, I got something that's coming up that's a secret. That'll be in the exhaust episode when I do that. And I'll do that the right way, people. I'm going to do it the truck idling, do it a little rev, then I'm going to drive down the block and have you hear what it sounds like driving down and forth the block. And then maybe try to get the camera to catch how it sounds inside the cab. Then bring it back, let you see exactly the insanity that goes behind doing the exhaust, and then take it out for another spin. Do the same shit. And you guys get to judge on if you want to chase after the same thing. But I'll give you a hint, like every vehicle I've put them in, it's getting a cherry bomb. Cherry bomb class pack. I'm not going for Boro, I'm not going for Flowmaster, I'm not going for fucking, what's the other one everybody's obsessed about? MagnaFlow, Boro, Flowmaster, no. I go for the original exhaust that was the hottest thing, as you can hear them in the distance, that people use, was cherry bomb glass packs. I mean, how could you not? I love them, I like them. I got them on my truck, I got them on my Camaro, and then the Chevy pickup truck's gonna get them. So we're gonna sand this sucker down. I got the tires that they took off back in the bed of the truck. Oh, that reminds me. See how the bed came out? It's really black from that stuff. So it's good. It's a primer, so you can sand it down too. So I'm gonna start sanding this sucker. You guys get to watch. Maybe I'll sink in some nice, good music this time around. It doesn't sound too crazy, or YouTube won't scream at me for copyright issues. You guys get to watch some holy fun. go like this. You know, and then when the tires come to like here, I should feel it. But make sure it also doesn't like lean forward like this. Hence the cinder block. You know, you can tell me. If the tires are too far one way, like I'm gonna try to keep them straight. But if I gotta move over, you tell me. But I lined them up. They should be good. What?
Break time has come that you run my life with no hope to fight, with no time to hide. And I'm sinking under, drowning faster. Please just let me breathe. The air is leaving and I'm lost in need of you again. You break me down and you make me surrender. We are as Romeo and Juliet. To a code we all swore, for this life we have chosen. Common soldiers to a common war we fight, and to this passion of love we may fail and die. I'm slipping further, we're falling faster, we're growing stronger. Let's not grow weaker, and I know you break me down and you make me surrender. We are as Romeo and Juliet. Rehearsed us, accept goodbyes. Will we fall back again? Then die as Romeo and Juliet. I'll show you how to lie. Oh, I'll show you how.